let's talk about generative engine optimization. Let's talk a little bit deeper into it.
Yeah.
So, how many people here know what it is? I want to know how basic I have to go first. So, how many people know what generative engine optimization is? Okay. All right. So let's talk about it. So, again, just to revisit it. So, the difference between SEO and GEO. So, it's called. The challenge is that our industry hasn't landed yet on a definitive name for it. We call it AI search, AI SEO, and generative engine optimization, GEO. Also, it's been called answer engine optimization. I don't really like that one. I think that's ridiculous. But yeah, so I mean, I think it might eventually it's going to be AI search or AI SEO because most people know what SEO is. So I think AI SEO because that says literally what it is, right? So the difference between search engines, as I mentioned before, I'll just reiterate it again, and we'll go deeper. Search engines is, it's algorithmic. So there are many variables that Google looks at when it returns search results. It looks at trust of the brand. It looks at the age of the website. It looks at the content itself, how long the content's been online. It looks at the technical aspects, the structure of the site and how it's built. It looks at usability of the website. It looks at how fast the site loads, how clear the usability is on the site for accomplishing the goals. It literally looks at that. It looks at all the links from other sources that link to a particular site, and how trusted those links are, right? And so SEO is an earned marketing medium, meaning new business can come and compete, but it's going to take time because you're competing against competitors that have been doing it for decades, literally, and so or longer, depending on your industry, right? And so, so that's what kind of makes SEO. That's in a nutshell. That's SEO in a nutshell. Generative engine optimization, or AI search or AI SEO, is people using prompts, searching for a product or service, and you hope that your brand shows up. Where it's different is it's not keyword based and it doesn't show individual pages of your website like a Google search does. It shows, and that's where we said these things about clarity of brand and things like that. It shows it's very specific to what the individual is searching for. Now, at prompting, I should say, in AI. The challenge is, here's the challenge. We've seen recent industry studies that show that so if you search, let's just say in Google, there are variables based on whether you're logged in or out of your Google account if you're using Chrome, where you're geographically located. You may see a little bit of fluctuation of where, your page shows up for a search, but it's more or less in the same vicinity. With AI search, that replication is 1 out of every 100 times. So let me repeat that. So that basically means I could put a full prompt in, not be logged out, like not logged into my account where it actually is learning and remembering, and then do it again tomorrow, logged out, and it'll return different results for me. The reason for that is what it looks for, it's not an algorithm, it's a learning engine. It's different. So it's doing research about based on what it's seeing at that time for that brand in that prompt.